They say betrayal doesn't break you all at once. It starts quiet, like a hairline crack in glass, until one day, everything shatters. That night, I stood alone in a restaurant filled with balloons, music, and empty chairs. And the people I loved most? They were laughing in Paris. My name's Maya Quinn. 24 years old. For 3 months, my entire life revolved around one thing, my little sister's sweet 16. Every spare minute between my accounting job and sleep went into making it perfect. I booked a riverside restaurant, designed handmade invitations, even stayed up till 3 a.m. gluing our childhood photos into an album. Mom said, "You've always been the responsible one." Dad kept texting, "Don't mess this up, Maya. Addison deserves something special." And I believed them. I thought if I worked hard enough, maybe, they'd finally see me that I used my savings, $500 I'd been putting aside for photography classes, just to cover the food, decorations, and live band. Every penny screamed this is love. But the truth? I wasn't planning a birthday party. I was auditioning for affection. Mom corrected every detail. Dad micromanaged. My sister barely texted me back, cool, or whatever. Still, I kept going. Because that's what I'd always done, give, and hope it's enough. When the big night came, the restaurant glowed like a dream, candles flickering, cupcakes lined in perfect rows, a band softly tuning guitars. I stood there waiting, heart racing. 6 p.m. 6:10. 6:30, nothing. I kept checking my phone. No calls. No texts. No one walking through that door. The server finally asked, "Would you like me to start serving?" I smiled, lied, and said, "They're just running late." But inside, I already knew. Something was wrong. When I finally called Dad, he picked up on the third ring, his voice faint, laughter echoing behind him. "Oh, hey, Maya. We're in Paris. Didn't we tell you?" I froze. He chuckled again. "We just wanted to keep you busy." That laugh, cold, careless, burned itself into me. 3 months of effort, gone. And for what? So they could leave me decorating a party that was never meant to happen. They'd planned this. Every text, every fake deadline, every "we're so proud of you." I hung up and just stood there. No tears. Just silence. Because some pain is too heavy to cry about. That night I drove home, the birthday album still wrapped on the passenger seat, untouched, unwanted. I thought about every time I'd chosen them over myself. Every time I'd said yes when I wanted to say no. And then, something shifted. Not anger, clarity. I realized I'd been living my life like an assistant to someone else's story. The next morning, I opened my laptop, not to check work emails, but to search photography courses in Portland. The first result glowed like a sign: street photography and storytelling, starts next month. I could almost hear my best friend Tara's voice in my head: "Maya, you've spent your whole life waiting for permission. Stop waiting." So, I did that. I quit my job that week. Sold my furniture. Booked a one-way ticket to Portland. And before I left, I placed that photo album on my kitchen counter, with a note: "I've paid for your dreams long enough. It's time to chase my own." When they came home, I imagine they found it. The calls started, 30, 40, 50 missed calls. But this time, I didn't answer. Because for once, silence wasn't weakness. It was freedom. Sometimes the people who break you are the same ones who taught you how to hold everything together. But you don't owe them your healing. You owe yourself a beginning. If you've ever been taken for granted by the ones you love, tell me in the comments, would you have picked up that call, or walked away like I did? This isn't revenge. It's rebirth.